Hello ladies, it is Tiffany of Clarity, Confidence, Courage, Women's Empowerment, and I wanted to come to you today to talk about the reason why I let a complete stranger touch my boobs. Yes, ladies, I let a complete stranger fill me up. No, it's not at all what you think. I'm going to tell you in a minute what I'm talking about, why this topic is so important, and why you need to also be letting a stranger touch your boobs. All right, but before we jump into the content, make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video with other women who want to upgrade their life, empower themselves so they can be confident, higher self-esteem, and higher self-love. All right, ladies, let's jump into this content. Now, the reason why I let a stranger touch my boobs is because, drum roll please, I was getting a mammogram. I know, clickbait, you guys probably thought it was something really bizarre or weird, but trust me, it wasn't. No, ladies, I am a 40-year-old woman. So normally about the age of 40 is when you're supposed to be getting a mammogram here in the United States. Now, in all honesty and in all transparency, I got a mammogram for the first time ever when I was actually 35. The reason being is because I have very dense breast tissue. Actually, doctors call it fibrous tissue. So because of that, I went to the gynecologist when I was 35, my normal checkup. She gave me a breast exam and she noticed that she could no longer tell whether or not my tissue was just what she was feeling or if it was a lump. And so she urged me to go ahead and make an appointment with a radiologist to get a mammogram, which I did, and it came back negative. There was no issue with my breast. Now, jump forward to last year when I turned 40. Of course, it was the same thing. I knew at that point from 40 years and onward that I would need to get a breast exam, specifically a mammogram. Now, ladies, don't get me wrong. You still should be doing your own self-examination in the shower of your breast with your own hand. A mammogram is actually an x-ray of your breast. If you've never gotten a mammogram or if you're still under the age of 40 and you have questions about it, I want to answer a few of those questions and tell you 3 main reasons why you should be getting one. You see, for me, ladies, the other reason why it was important at 35 years old to go ahead and get a mammogram is because my mother also has breast cancer. So I'm not saying that every woman who, has a parent or family member who has breast cancer is going to have breast cancer, but what I am saying is it does possibly increase your rate. The interesting thing is that 85% of women that get breast cancer they don't have anyone in their family that has ever had breast cancer. So whether or not a person has it or doesn't have it in your family is not the defining factor of whether or not you could get breast cancer. That was the other reason though why it was so important for me to go ahead and get a breast exam when I was 35 in the form of a mammogram. Now, when I went to get my breast exam recently, last year, I went and got a 3D mammogram. So a 3D mammogram is some of the newer technology. It used to be 2D, but it's the newer technology that can go in various levels of your breast. And ladies, when I was a kid, my mother used to talk about getting a mammogram, how much she hated it, how awful it was. But that's because back in the day, years ago, that was old technology. The way they used to give women mammograms and exams, it was not the greatest thing ever, and it was painful. Today's mammogram equipment is totally different. It was way comfortable, and honestly, for me, it didn't hurt at all. I know some women are very sensitive. They do have to basically take your breast and put it in a machine and press it down, almost like a little pancake. And actually, in order to get the pictures of your breasts, they tell you to hold your breath for a second while they take the picture and then release. But ladies, let me tell you, it didn't even take that long. Literally, I was in and out within 20 minutes. So you already know the idea of the breast exam, the concept of the breast exam. Clearly, if you're younger than 40 years old and like me, you're going to a gynecologist and they are concerned, you can get a breast exam before the age of 40. So that is possible if you feel like you have some concerns. But getting a breast exam, getting a mammogram is so important. And I want to give you the main 3 reasons why, ladies, it is important for you to not only make sure you're checking your breasts, but also go ahead, if you are 40 and up, get that mammogram. So ladies, the first reason that's obvious that you should get a mammogram every single year if you're 40 and up is because if you are able to detect the early stages of breast cancer, then guess what? You have more options for treatment. And 99% of women who are able to detect breast cancer in the early stages have a high survival rate, 99% survival rate. Ladies, go ahead, get your exam so that if you do come back with abnormal results, which abnormal results does not necessarily mean you have breast cancer, but if you do find out that you do actually have breast cancer, they can go ahead and catch it before it starts to spread to other parts of your breast or other parts of your bodies. Ladies, trust me, I've heard stories of women who have waited or just stopped getting their breast exams and unfortunately are no longer with us because they did end up having stage 4 breast cancer and it was too late. So make sure that you go ahead, get it taken care of so that you can have options for your treatment. The second reason to make getting a breast exam the thing to do, ladies, is because it's quick. It's super easy. It didn't take long. It didn't even take me a long time to really get an appointment. I made the appointment and 3 weeks later, I was able to get it. Now, don't get me wrong, ladies, if you're super concerned, you're like, I need an appointment now, go to your gynecologist, go to a professional and talk to them and see where you can get in the quickest for your breast exam. Don't put it off. But once you get in the system, it was really, really quick. And I got my results back. They usually tell you within 30 days, but ladies, within probably a week and a half to 2 weeks, I got my results back. And thankfully, they were negative. Everything was fine. Now, the third reason, ladies, to go ahead and get a mammogram is because in some states, it's actually free. You don't have to necessarily have insurance in some states to get a mammogram. And if you're in a state where they're saying, okay, you have to have insurance, there are a lot of private organizations where you can go and find out ways to get your mammogram paid for. Ladies, let me tell you, if there's a will, there is a way. And if you want to get a mammogram, but you don't have the money or you don't have insurance, make sure that you take your time to do your research. Go to the American Cancer Society, go to breastcancer.org, go to cdc.gov. There are so many places where you can at least research and find out where in your state that you can get a breast exam either for free, for low cost, or organizations that help women pay for their breast exams. So ladies, there are no excuses when it comes to getting a mammogram and getting it taken care of. Now, I know, ladies, you probably clicked on this video because you were wanting to get some juicy details about who Tiffany let touch her breast. But unfortunately, ladies, the only thing I have is doing preventative care and talking about how I made a decision to boost my own health and my own happiness by making sure that I take the steps necessary that are in my power to do prevention work for my body, to keep myself happy, healthy, and well. And ladies, I highly encourage you that you do the same in all areas of your life. Get your eyes checked, go to the dentist, go to the gynecologist, do all those prevention steps to make sure that you stay your best and your healthiest so you can really enjoy this full, amazing life that you have here on earth. All right. So that is it for me, ladies. I'm going to leave a link at the end of this video if you want more information about getting a mammogram, and that's at cdc.gov. They have so much information. So make sure that you go ahead and click on that if you want some more information. I'll make sure to put it in the description as well. Also, ladies, as always, make sure that you follow me on all my social media. And if you haven't done so already, join my private women's only Facebook group where we talk about all things women, especially when it comes to boosting your clarity of your goals, your confidence, your self-esteem, and also your belief in yourself. All right, ladies, I'll be talking to you soon. Bye.